Hello everybody, my name is Cold Blue and I'm bringing you guys the third match. That is right, this random tournament slash random best of 3 series. I'm pretty sure it's not a tournament, I'm catching on to that. But this random best of 3 series will be going on to the round 3, so each team have 1 victory. No big surprise on that. And we have Bloody Valentine versus, oh jeez, it was ED. Evil D. No, ED, I shall call him Ed. Team Ed. And we see the bans and picks are going all the way. Ricky, respect ban coming out from Bloody Valentine. They did face up against Ricky, and it was pretty annoying for them to deal with. It wasn't annoying for me because it kept me interested in the game. It kept me, with something to talk about, you know. Always something to talk about when you have a Ricky played or a hero that's not usually played. You can throw some knowledge out to everybody who doesn't know. Lifestealer, he's going to be banned out. Standard ban, standard stuff, standard game, standard life, standard rares, I guess. I'm trying to see how many times I can say standard in the same sentence. That's really about it. And now we have an Ursa ban coming out from Team Ed. That tells me that maybe they're trying to go for somebody like a Lone Druid. Maybe they're trying to go for, well, Ursa's not a counter to Lone Druid. It's just that one game I saw in the International where Ursa did really well versus Lone Druid. Just basically ate the bear alive. But it tells me that maybe Ed are just saying, hey, these guys want to go for a faster shine. Maybe they just don't want to face Ursa outright.
5 seconds.
Pretty hard to say, but so far these bans and picks have been non-standard. The definition of non-standard, which is, you know, not necessarily a bad thing. Keeps me on my toes. Makes me think a little bit more about their bans and the logic behind it. And having the Ursa ban, I guess a DK might be in the mix. Maybe even a Centaur. Somebody with a bunch of HP might be in the mix. And Night Stalker's actually going to get banned out by Bloody Valentine. So maybe Night Stalker was the pick, but I think Night Stalker does well versus Ursa. Does well enough at least. And Alchemist is going to be first pickup, so I guess Ursa does well versus Alchemist. Ursa does well versus just about anybody if he can catch them out alone in the forest with no tree or nobody around to listen and hear their cries for help. But Alchemist being banned out, being picked up by Ed as the first pick. Now let's see what Bloody Valentine do decide to go for. I found that it's pretty difficult to predict who they're going to go for, so I'm not going to speculate too terribly much. I was going to say maybe they're going to react to the Alchemist pickup by maybe going for something like a TA, because having negative armor Alchemist is fun. Maybe they might even go for the popular Naga, but no, they're going for a PL. Will we see a Coddle? Coddle will be the next person. Nope, a PL Gyro, and maybe they're going to force Ed to ban out a PL, which means that that's one ban well wasted. Ban out the Coddle, which means that's one ban well wasted by Bloody Valentine if they weren't going for that to begin with. Magus pick up on the side of Ed. He'll be nice for letting Alchemist do a little bit more damage. And there's my phone. That means it's 10:30. Alright. 10:30 at night, guys. So is that would be 22:30?
5 seconds.
And like I said, it's been a long day, but it's been a fun day nonetheless. A lot of games got casted, and this will be the last one that I cast today. I will say that much. This will be the last one. We got Pencil Spirit being banned out by Ed. Maybe they see something that I don't see, but I definitely don't see it, of course, because I don't see it, and they see it, which is why I said maybe if they see something I don't see. Anyway, enough of me rambling around in circles. We're waiting for that next ban coming out from Bloody Valentine Sub Bench 1. Having the Pencil Spirit banned out pretty much means that there will be no super aggressive, let's go kill towers, yellow 360, 180, yellow 360 headshot, yellow 360 headshot, no scope. There it is. Yellow 360 no scope headshot. 180 ladder stall, lols knife throw. Hashtag YouTube. That would be the most obscure phrase I can think of. But having the Villain Spirit down, like I said, that takes down from the pushing power. That also takes down from the negative armor, potential negative armor that the Bloody Valentine could be using to kill the Alchemist. And there's a Lich ban. That's also another respect ban. We've seen him played in this series of games. Like I said, it's the best of 3. This will be the finals, technically. But let's just play that one game, and oh my gosh, his ulti was just bouncing all around everybody. Having him banned out tells me that maybe Ed are going for a lineup that has everybody clumped together. So they might be trying to go for the wombo combo type style, where they had the Magus, they had the Enigma, they had the Darkseer, they have the Viper? No, I was about to say Faceless Void. But no, Viper will be the pickup on the side of ED. Ed, moving over to Bloody Valentine, they picked themselves up a Bounty Hunter and Lena. Nice support in Lena. Nice mid-game gold giver in the Bounty Hunter. Nice mid-game person to have in the Bounty Hunter. So it'll be really nice for Bloody Valentine. And when those mid-game comes around, that's more gold. That's a faster Diffuse by Phantom Lancer. That's a faster BKB Satanic for Gyrocopter. Of course not first, but faster BKB or Satanic for Gyrocopter. It also means that they'll be able to spot out the Alchemist when he does go for Shadow Blade, if he does go for Shadow Blade. Viper being picked up, he's a nice pickup because pretty much anybody who does any damage to him will feel that slow from Corrosive Skin. He's a really survivable mid, if you do run him as a mid. And he's also really survivable in the late game. He becomes that person who's just hard to kill because he has that damage reduction coming, or incoming damage reduction by 25%, I believe. No, magic. Oh, sorry, it's magic resistance. Whatever. His magic resistance increased by 25% with that Corrosive Skin. Meanwhile, we got the Treant Protector. He's pretty much going to help these guys get the mid game to counter the Bounty Hunter, per se. And we got the Weaver as the last pickup on Bloody Valentine bench, or sub bench. And man, having the Weaver is going to be nasty on this team because the people you want to focus, as Ed, you want to focus the PL, you also want to focus the Gyrocopter and the Bounty Hunter. You want to focus everybody except for Weaver, and Weaver's going to be in the backline just punching everybody in the face with those Gemini attacks, making them make sure they feel it twice. So, having the Weaver picked up is going to be a sick thing for them to have. A Lion being picked up on the side as the last pick on Team Ed. And yeah, that'll be it about that. It's like we're having a little wait. No comments going back and forth, so nothing to worry about just yet. We got somebody did DC out. They'll be back in, hopefully. We'll probably see a pause right at the back of the game, right at the start of it. And once again, this series is the best of 3 as far as I was told. So the winner of this match will be winning the whole entire series because this is the 3rd match, which implies that both teams have claimed one whole entire victory, one well-fought victory. And we'll see who's going to be taking this victory home. And of course, as far as I understand it, the prize is bragging rights. Which, who doesn't want bragging rights when you're playing Dota? Right, guys? Am I right? Am I right? And we're just going to go ahead and wait up for the last person to come into the game. So we got Bounty Hunter restarting Dota as well. So that's 2 people out. Hopefully they'll all come back in and let the series commence. 5% crap. Yeah, let me make sure I switch my overlays. Yeah, overlays are switched. And just having a little peaceful time before this game commences. So as far as things to take a gander at, let's go and take a gander at, of course, the share content, because that's always fun to look at. We see they had Nature's Prophet Announcer, not a fan. Juggernaut Mega Kill Announcer, sure, why not, let's go ahead and go for that. And let's go ahead and check out which one of these fancy HUDs we can go take a look at. We have Empowered, Genuine Valor, and Furnace. So Furnace, let's see how well that meshes with my logo. Nah. Shows a little too much. Not good enough. Valor, Genuine Valor? I don't like Genuine Valor personally, but if it's decently with my logo, except for that bottom part, so let's not go with that one either. Of course, I do make the judgment based on how well it looks with the logo. We have the Unpause coming out. And we have one person still DC'd, so I'm not sure if we're going to have a remake with another stand-in or what's going to be going on. Looks like they're going to play 4v5. Okay. And there we go, the reconnect does come through, so they're going to be playing 5v5. They were just doing a nice little preemptive start the game, let everybody get into position. And that last hero pickup will be a Gyrocopter, so he'll be there in the game. Let me go ahead and do an introduction. Start off on the side of Ed, which I forgot what it stood for, but it stands for something. We see SEB Seb on that Magus. Moving over to the line, we see South American Bot hanging on top of him. On this Viper, we see Denny Please on Viper. Moving over to Train Protector, we see Ed Workin on him. And last but not least, on this Alchemist, we see something I can't see because they're standing together. There we go. Oh, there we go. Ed the Arrow. Sorry, the Arrow. And that ends the call-outs for their team. Moving on to the other side, starting off with this Bounty Hunter, of course. We see Muix on Bounty. Moving over to this Weaver, we see Chip Daddy on that Weaver. On this PL, hanging out down bottom with that scantily clad armor. I guess you want to put it that way. Nathan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. That's right, guys. Call 143225 or 123445 for your awards today. Moving on to this Lena. Inverse, we see Jesus, I always call it wrong. Instate. Hold on. Insanity. Oh, right. Insanity. Jesus. We see Insanity on Elena, and moving on to this Gyrocopter, who's the last person to call. We see Pardux on him. He's actually doing a little bit of harassment damage, 2 Magus already, but he's only poking him right now. If only casters had a laugh. But Gyrocopter already used that Flat Cannon just to do a little bit more damage. And Flat Cannon, if that gave extra damage, that'd be ridiculous. Anyway. So enough of that, Is that a unique attack modifier? Nope, no unique attack modifier. Gyrocopter doing a little bit of harassment damage on Magus, a lot of damage actually, and Magus will be back in the way. Taking, like I said, quite a bit of damage. As far as the lane matchups go, we see a top lane is actually, guys, looking a little aggressive. Bounty PL versus a Alchemist and a Tree Protector. Moving over down bottom, we see a Lena Weaver versus a Lion Viper. And on mid, of course, we have the Magnus versus Gyrocopter. And Gyrocopter as a mid. Let's talk about Gyrocopter as a mid. The few times that I have seen him play as mid, he usually, he was effective. Use your early point, early rock and barrage usually got him first blood. It looks like he wants to try to go for that right here. It might get very soon. Meanwhile, down bottom, I saw his HP going down, but I couldn't click fast enough because I was scratching my head. Sorry, guys. Verse blood does go to the Lena, was able to pick off on top of that. Viper did go down. Surprisingly, of all people, Viper was first on the fall. Now we got Lion throwing his Earth Spike. It does miss completely. He was expecting Lena to continue chasing. Lena actually doing quite a bit of damage. A nice considerable amount of damage. Chip Daddy on that Weaver actually healing up. Meanwhile, on top we see a fight happening around the backside. The Arrow trying to get a kill on top of this, on top of Meowix on that Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter feeling just calm, cool, and collected. Gonna go ahead and walk forward, trying to get a kill on top of his Optimus. If he gets a Gen out of crit, I think it might be enough damage. But another gonna go ahead and trade for the Tree Protector instead. And meanwhile, Magus went down mid. I saw the death go through. I didn't miss it completely though. Man, these guys are just scrapping all around the map. Scrimmage or no scrim. It's a lot of damage going on all around. Train Protector going to heal up. I heard Alchemist pop a stun. Alchemist looks like he's going for a stun on top of him. Looks to be a Bounty Hunter. This would be Meowix's death. Train Protector might be down here. Actually, no. Oh my gosh. Bounty Hunter able to make it all alive. Meowix feeling like a boss. And now the Arrow in a little bit of trouble. A Giant Crit, I don't think will be enough. Alchemist is going to have too much HP. He's going to be able to turn around, punch Bounty in the face, and Bounty will be going down. Meanwhile, Insanity on that Lena, running with the creeps, just trying to pull him. The Great Escape. Trying to get the tower just a little bit more damage if you can. Meanwhile, on top, what do we have? We have a lot. Well, we have a Bounty Hunter who's still quite hurt. If he does get hit with a stun, I think he should be going down. Tree Protector, he does not have any points in DC. He went for his stats instead. Sad to hear, sad to hear. And Viper just doing a little bit of harassment, a little bit of poke damage to the Viper. Meanwhile on top, this guy's getting close. Yes, they are getting very close. Alchemist will be going out here. Tree Protector trying to body block for his ally, but it's not enough. Bounty able to get the kill on top of that. And Bounty running for his life right now. If only Tree Protector had Leaf Seeds. Down, wow, that's weird. Meanwhile, meanwhile mid. Gyrocopter had himself a rune. I heard it get popped. It was Magus had a regen rune. It wasn't enough. Regen. Gyrocopter's on his tail, and it looks like he went for the kill with either Rocket Barrage, probably Rocket Barrage. 6-second cooldown. Wow, that's ridiculous. Meanwhile, on top, Tree Protector chases himself a Bounty Hunter away, and Bounty Hunter needs to go ahead and go back home and heal. Bounty could be building himself a Vanguard. He could be building himself a Battle Fury, but he does have quite a bit of gold saved up, and I think he needs to go ahead and go for his treads. We got a DC coming up very soon. Stun coming from Alchemist right on top of PL. PL actually getting trapped in the corner by some creeps, and a lot of damage going on in the corner. Magus had a DC as you guys saw, and there's a Bounty Hunter able to get himself a kill on top of that. Magus. And it looks like we're all going to DC and end it. We can't play as two laggies, so it looks like it'll be a victory for the Radiant. Huh. So yeah, looks like that'll be the end of this whole entire tournament with the people DCing. Of course, we have the Magus. He can't rejoin. He's having too much lag. He's died a few times. He's been feeding, not necessarily feeding, but he's died 3 times mid, or 2 times mid. I mean, we got Lena getting hit with the stun on Alchemist. These guys do want to try to go for a kill. Will they be able to catch him? No, Lena's a little bit too far away, and she's moving a little bit too fast. She also has a heal coming out. Gyrocopter's throwing an ulti, catching 2 on the wrong side of the river. A lot of damage going towards whoever that was. That was a Viper, and that it will be an Alchemist to follow him into the grave. And the only person left now is Lion, South American bot, trying to do his due diligence.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And actually, Bounty Hunter opted not to go for any points inside track. I think this is a huge mistake because all these kills that they've been having, just one track gold, or sorry, one track on top of an enemy, will be quite a bit of gold for me, Alex, to have. I definitely do question this not going for track. He does have enough mana to support him using track and also using the Shuriken Toss. Mainly because of the simple fact that his track costs 50 mana. That's not a lot.
Dire's bottom tower is
so Alchemist only one left in the game. GG comes up from Lena.
Radiant victory.
And there we go. Radiant victory. Too many DCs. GG's going out. And that's the end of the game. So yeah, that was an extremely short last game. But this best of 3 series does nonetheless go towards Bloody Valentine. So congratulations, Bloody Valentine. You guys won the scrimmage. Woohoo. And so ends my tenure of casting the series. Hope you guys enjoyed the game. I'm sorry this one's a very short one, but this one was, well, I mean, things happen. Sometimes you have too laggy of connection, you can't play. You just have to call out you just have to throw in the towel. So like I said, hope you guys enjoyed the game, and I'll see you guys whenever. Hey, also shout out to me, Alex, for inviting me to cast this. This is actually really interesting. Despite the derps and BMs, but interesting nonetheless. Anyway, see you guys whenever.